Hey, Adam, let's talk about Omnipeek.
Man, I'm excited to talk about Omnipeek. I'll be honest, the big thing I've found a lot recently, especially with some of the enhancements that have come in, is Omnipeek is getting more and more used in our in our organization. That as well as Livewire, give both their credit where it's due. In terms of
That's
visibility into application issues, Chris, I hope you don't mind me saying this as well, but really excited the fact that we're
I
slowly but
know.
surely
Well,
building it all out.
yep. And we've been working on this for a long time. That didn't happen overnight. You guys, especially you, have been using live wires for years now, using both the Omnipeek web UI and the Omnipeek for Windows UI. So it sounds like as you expand, you will also be expanding the number of users on those systems as well. We've talked about more people in your
Absolutely.
group as well as the security group using it.
We so it's actually expanded a lot more than we thought it would. We have expanded not just from networking and security utilizing the tool, but between server teams, application teams, Active Directory teams, as well as the goal long term would be to try get it more integrated with our security operations guys as well, for kind of enhancing that threat eye piece as well long term to have better visibility into into our traffic from a security standpoint too. I think that's going to be the plan long term. But in terms of the knock and application teams and even senior management, they just want to see it from a really quick glance at a dashboard. And that's where the web version of NX really comes into play. From a really quick, our critical incident management team, the access they have is primarily just all view access, which is perfect for them, but they don't really like need to see the nitty gritty. Oh, live flow statistical here, there. They just look at a dashboard. It tells them absolutely everything they need to see from start to finish, and
And
that's how they help troubleshoot their problems for different issues.
right. And you've been working to set up those dashboards for management.
I absolutely have, and one of the key things I've given back to was I need more dashboards, man. The NX really has ticked a lot of boxes between live statistical data for IPSLA probes to being able to gain live insight into flow data of what's going inbound and outbound. We're doing a lot of egressing at a campus level rather than backhauling to data centers. So all of the insight that we get from NX from a flow perspective has been fantastic. It really, really has between the different NAT IPs that we have set up on the firewall for specific types of traffic, being able to tag those NAT IPs
Right.
and have specific services. It's very clear as day to see what services are being egressed locally compared to being essentially backhauled to the data center.
Gotcha.
So it makes it really, really clean and concise.
Now, I'd
And
like to ask the same question about Omnipeek.
so I'm thrilled you bring this up. I love a lot of the features and the add-ons and the kind of enhancements that you guys have custom built, and being able to utilize those from the Windows client. Eventually, I have noticed a lot of those type of features working their way in through the web version. But in terms of if you need a quick little enhancement, and LiveAction is always big shout out to yourself, Chris, for helping me with that Delta filter.
Yeah.
That has helped a lot. So in a quick pinch, being able to actually pull down a lot of the easily accessible filters that you guys have up on MyPeak, and being able to utilize those from the Windows version, that has really become a lot easier for us on our side to troubleshoot with different issues.
Are most of you still using Omnipeek for Windows for that, or is what's the split between the two? And is there a growing number of people using the web UI? What does that look like?
So that's a great question. I would argue 80% of our users today are utilizing the web version and 20% are utilizing OmniPeak, the installation version. I can see the platform scaling anywhere between 100 to 140 people,
That's
because I still have a lot of people asking for access. And especially when you enhance that to the cloud, the number grows even more because
right.
of the cloud team aspect, the application team troubleshooting in the cloud. It's going to be a complete game changer long term. So I can see there being roughly between 100 to 140 people that will utilize the platform long term.
Well, Adam, thanks for joining me today and talking a little bit about Omnipeek and Livewire and LiveNX and all the really cool things that you guys are doing with it. thank you for your support, and I can't wait to talk to you again soon.